that, what is called for in the specs. Second thing, maybe the application might drive that. Third thing is he may have a great relationship with the distributor salespeople who likes to sell hydraulic mulches versus blankets, or vice versa. So there can be a multitude of things, but landscape, the contractor who owns the hydraulic mulch equipment is going to do his darndest to use hydraulic mulches.
Right. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, shifting gears to sort of competitive landscape, which we talked a little bit about, but haven't talked comprehensively about. Who are the primary suppliers of products in the market by category? And let's just focus on blankets and hydraulic mulch. So for hydraulic mulch, who are the primary suppliers? You've mentioned Profile. Is there anyone else out there that's significant?
There's a company called Matt Incorporated.
Okay.
They're located in Floodwood, Minnesota. Small company with I'm going to say a Midwestern reach. Been in business for quite some time. And they have a good product line that mirrors Profiles. It's not as broad and as diversified, but it mirrors the essentials. But they are not the company that Profile is. They don't have the in fact, I'm not even too sure today whether they've got any representative in the marketplace, maybe one or two in the United States. And, limited production in the sense that they're going to sell what they sell in the Midwest where freight costs give them an advantage. Beyond Profile and Matt Incorporated, hydraulic mulches are more prevalent in the western part of the United States. This is something else that really plays heavily into whether you would use a hydraulic mulch or whether you prefer a biodegradable erosion blanket, and that is rainfall. East of Kansas, it's green. You fly over the United States, you can see this, and then you get out west, it's desert. You don't get much rainfall. Well, if you don't have much rainfall, then there's not as big a sense of urgency to use a biodegradable erosion blanket and put it on the ground when the seed or whatever you do is going to grow up anyway. And out there, it takes at least 2 years to get a stand of native grass to get fully rooted, versus in the east, it might take you 2 weeks because of rainfall and soil type. So out there, because of the lack of rainfall, hydraulic mulches are preferred versus biodegradable blankets. And I would say that portion of the United States, especially along the West Coast, from Seattle down to Southern California, is probably the largest, one of the more significant hydraulic mulch markets. And out there, you've got a few more people involved in the business doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You've got a company up in Washington, state of Washington, and I'm trying to think of the name of it, but they're marketing a long...
Rainier Fiber?
Yeah, Rainier Fiber, yeah. Profile has a manufacturing facility in Upper California, so they've got some advantages freight-wise. And, beyond that, if there's anybody else out there, they're not a significant player that I would know, but wouldn't know much about.
Right. Okay. And
what happened was, just this little piece of history here that's probably pertinent to this. Matt Incorporated, Weyerhaeuser, who's a huge paper and wood manufacturer, as you know, is located in British Columbia. I think that's their corporate offices, maybe Seattle, I'm not sure. They invented and brought to the market a product called Soil Guard. And this is probably 15 years ago. And it was the first high-end hydraulic mulch that had this chemistry in it. And they took it out direct to the contractors who have the machines that spray the stuff out on the ground. it didn't work only because their marketing